Welcome to STWST48 house in Linz and Makery around the world of labs. So who are you?
Okay. So hi, I'm Adrien Braque. I'm the fab manager of the Fab Lab of Amiens La Machinerie, and that's it.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Ben Benjamin. I work with Adrien and Seb in La Machinerie, and I'm a fab manager.
Second fab manager.
Yes, and I'm Sébastien. I'm the president of La Machinerie, and so I work on more or less on organization of the association.
Okay. Could you present us your lab?
Yes, so La Machinerie is the first fab lab of the Picardy in France. We have three different spaces. So in La Machinerie we have the fab lab, so the fabrication laboratory, and we have also two other spaces, co-working space and co-boutique, which is a co-shop, yes, which is a shop in Amiens town, and it works more or less like the co-working. But
this is for experimentation, but
for shopping experimentation, for someone who want to sell something and try to sell something in
a real shop.
In real shop.
I don't understand. Can you explain? How do you make co-shopping? Who is paying? Who is giving the money?
So this is a real customer, but these people working in co-shop are
creator, artists, and they try to
they rent the space to for just 1 week, and they can taste the real selling.
Okay, so it's more from the side of the seller. They share a space and sell things from 1 week to another. That's it?
Yes.
Okay. And here you are, what is the space you are just right now in?
This is a fab lab.
This is a fab lab. So
okay.
I can make a quick tour.
Yes, please.
So, so
laser cut.
Here we have a table for the robot. So we have some robots that can move on the table. So we have a space dedicated to robotic. Here, okay, we have the laser cut. So it's a big open space. Here we can make electronics, make some card, etc. The 3D printer. So we are just testing Filaflex. Just to show you.
Okay.
Here. And
so you have 4. How many 3D printers do you have?
6.
6. Okay.
Here. And 6 working, and some other that just show you. We have rep, a Delta tower, and we have also a Fab Totem, but it didn't work actually.
Okay.
And here we have mechanic, some part for mechanical work, and the other part of the open space, there is a table for working, and a specification of the organization is that we have inside La Machinerie a special co-worker. It's a society named Etoile. and this society can make prototype for people instead of fablab, which is
this is more or less for fablab is for
yes.
education, and we have a special part for business.
For what?
For business.
For business, okay.
And this is ETOL. So we work in the same open space.
Okay, and how many people are part of La Machinerie? Are involved?
There are 10 people working inside for La Machinerie, and inside La Machinerie it's 20 people if we
with the coworkers.
With the coworkers.
Okay, and how do you have comment dire, un abonnement?
Membership.
A membership, yes. Is it by membership or how does it work?
We have a membership for La Machinerie, for coworking and fablab. So when you are a member of La Machinerie, you can access the fablab and the coworking and make something, work on it. The first things to do to make something in La Machinerie.
Okay.
To become a member.
And can you just present the suburb of Amiens, because here in Linz nobody knows about Amiens, and maybe in the United States either. So how big is it, and how many makers do you have in Amiens?
So Amiens is town.
How many people live in Amiens?
150,000 people.
150,000. Okay, so it's a little smaller than Linz, but
yes.
not quite the same. And what do you think? How many makers do you have in Amiens? Roughly, not in La Machinerie, but.
Very difficult question, because we accept member since 1 year, and we are the first area
this kind of thing.
of maker. So here we have 120 members last year, and I think you can
we hope to
doubles. I think we didn't have any data on it, but it's an estimation of what we saw last year during our activity.
Yes, can you tell us about the story of La Machinerie? When did you create it? How many times it took to build a place, to get the machines, to have a real place? Was it difficult?
Yes, so the story of La Machinerie starts with the society ETOL. So we start with the business part of fabrication laboratory, and we start in a very small area with just one 3D printer, and we try to gather some maker just the weekend to start. And 1 year ago we create La Machinerie, so for education and to try the co-working in Amiens, and this is the starting point of the story.
Yeah. In fact, the little area it was 20 meters square.
20 square meter.
2 square meter. So it was very little, and this is now the co-shop. It's now the co-boutique. So we have transformed it, and
now we have 200 square meters.
Yes.
So.
Great. But it's for 1 year you have 200 square meter. When you launched La Machinerie last year, it was already in this local, yes, this space. Okay. And so, can you tell us about your robots? Because it's quite a specificity, isn't it?
Yes, it's nice. So, je, just a minute, I will bring you the robot.
So today are there some people coming and working at La Machinerie except you?
Today, they just leave
Some minutes ago, but there is an open session today.
Okay. And what is it, an open session? Can you explain?
It's a session for member and people to work on their project and try to understand fabrication and how the machine work, and they try to do something by their own. We are just here to say some
to give the good tool,
yeah,
the good technique, and to bring the people who work on the same project and make collaboration.
The specificity is because in the same space we have Étoile and La Machinerie sharing machine and space. So we have a specific time for people to have access to this kind of machine.
And it's three days by week. We have an open session, and this year we have some session specifically in robotics. So we have some time where people can create robots, and it's a project about robots, about this kind of project.
Open robotics?
Yeah, it's open, but.
Okay. And can you explain why, how?
Oh, okay. Why? Because I'm a fan of robotics. Because I made robots since a long time ago, and we saw with robots you can discover a lot of things: mechanic, electronics, conception,
project management.
Yeah, working with other people. So there is a lot of things that you can do in robotics, and it's a good way to discover the Fab Lab, and to discover how we can create something. So we decided to open the lab to the people who wants to make robotics, but with a specific session, and to make it learn programmation, all the things. And in the history of the Fab Lab, in fact, I was the first member of the Fab Lab when it was Étoile, and I come because I had a robotic problem. I want to build a robot, but I have nothing in my home, so I need a 3D printer. I need some kind of tool, and we begin the collaboration like this. So with robotics, so it's fun.
That's the starting point.
Yes, of the Fab Lab.
And so, can you present us one or two robots you made in La Machinerie, maybe?
So the first one, it's a robot created this year. It's named Scott. It's a robot for the people who want to discover robotics. It's a simple bot made with laser cut. So just have to open it, and you have the electronics and the battery. You have two motors, two wheels, and you can an infrared sensor, a line sensor, and Bluetooth. So in this little box, you can discover robotics, discover how to make a little robot with a laser cut, and it can be assembled and disassembled in 1 minute. There is no screw. In fact, it's just
Okay.
so it's very simple, and we use this with kid because it has a fun face and it's very simple, and we use more or less Scratch to program it.
What does he do? He runs, he lights, he
Can
makes some noise, or
the first thing he just move around. Some kids program some dance with it, and after they program it to avoid obstacles or follow something, and after they can it can follow a line or just avoid line also. And the last step is to connect it to this robot to a Bluetooth, and you can control it by a smartphone or something like this. And so there is some steps, and you can make a lot of things with it. And well, it's great. It's a little.
did you did you make it collectively? I mean, is it a way of doing?
In fact, I made a prototype, first prototype for an event, for an event with kids. They try it.
Kids collaborated to the making of it.
Yeah, because they disassemble the prototype. They try to reassemble it. They try to program it, and they say, "Oh, there is a problem here." So it could be good that the robot can follow a line or can see some object. So with this event and the workshop we did with Scott, all the time there is an improvement on the robot. So I can show you the first version. You will see that there is a
progress.
And you document it online. So if I'm not from La Machinerie, I can try to build one also by myself.
Yes, of course. All of our projects made in La Machinerie are documented. We have a wiki, so you can find the documentation and do it on another fablab. If you got some laser cutting machine and some knowledge in programming, you can do it.
Okay. And how many of them did you build? Since the first prototype, do you have any idea? Is it 10, 5, 20?
In fact, this is a starting project, and this is the second version of Scott. The
first one with screw, okay. And kid didn't like screw, so he put it away. And but there is also the sensor, the two motors, but it's servo motors here, and the robot didn't have any battery, so there is a wire, so it was not very good for workshop. So the first, the second version. So for now.
How much time from the prototype to the second version?
For the idea to the session, 10 minutes.
10 minutes, okay.
It was very funny to build, and after from the two version, we tested it for 2 months, and after it was 2 months between the two versions.
Yes,
on the site,
I think you spent some time to decrease the price.
Yes. Yes, because the idea is to have a very simple robot, low cost, that can be made in any fab labs, makerspace easily, and to try it. And,
documentation.
Yes.
So what's the low cost for you? It's 30 euro, 40.
For the moment, it's 50, and we try to decrease it. And and for the documentation, the first version is documented, but the second not for now, because I made a lot of improvement. I will normally send all the data and the file in the next week. So there is
Very
just
soon.
this one and this one in 1 or 2 weeks, I think.
Okay. And do you know how many of them you have made builds or with kids or?
I think it's seven bots and but 5 of this one. So we'll transform it on the second version. So here it's a seven bots.
Okay.
And
Okay. And what's the name of the robot?
Scott.
Scott.
Scott. Because it's Scott Summers from X-Men.
Okay. Okay. And can you just show us another one? Because you made also. I remember in Paris you came with a
Oh yes.
huge one. Well, bigger one.
Yeah, we didn't have it. It's a shame because it's 2 meters now. But
Wow.
in another room, it will be difficult to show. But I can show you some little robots that we made also. It's this robot.
Uh-huh.
And this one, this is the big one. It's little robots for kids also.
And they walk.
Yes.
Can you make him it walk?
There is no program in it.
Okay.
In fact, we program it with kids. I'm on the software, and I said to the kids, so what you think you can do on this robot if we move this motor's right, this motor's left? So they talk together. We talk together, and I make the programmation in the same time. So it's a programmation with 2 or 3 kids, just by talking, in fact. But no, I flash the memory, so there's no problem.
Does it work with this kind of legs?
It can work like this. It's very simple, and you can make it with 2 servo motors and some.
Wait a minute, because someone is doing some noise. I didn't answer. Just 1 second. Everyone is settling things. Okay, you can.
Okay.
So the question was, does it work?
Yeah, it work. Not now. We'll try to find a cable, but I think the memory has been erased. But yeah, it can work.
Not very good.
Not very good, but it's funny. It's funny to see.
Okay, and you said you're building it with kids. The kids are coming from at La Machinerie because you make open workshops, or?
Yes, we made some workshops, so we can have kids during workshops, and during some events. Sometimes we have kids, so we have Scott, and we can show us the Scott and other robots. So maybe voilà.
Can you?
So there is also a sensor, and I think yes, the last program it works when you put the end in the front of the sensor. So I try to.
Oh. And the design idea was a kid idea, or is it your idea to is a very simple thing, and
it's my idea. So,
okay.
here we have an example of a robot in laser cut, and here it's with a 3D printer.
3D printer, okay. And which one is quickest? Let me ask it again in good English. Which one is better and faster to build, in your opinion?
Faster to assemble Scott, faster to build Scott also. Laser cut is very fast for that kind of thing. So yes, Scott.
And I've got one question for the. You said you are fab manager, and you are 2 fab managers. That's it.
Yes.
And what's your formation? What kind of studies did you do? Did you make technical studies, engineering studies?
So for my part, I'm engineer in mechatronics. And Ben?
I'm a civil engineer, and I studied in efficient. Yes. Efficient energy.
Sustainable?
Yes.
Sustainable energy? Yeah.
Yes, for building.
Okay. So your work is something aside la machinerie, and when you are in la machinerie, it's like a passion, or do you think it's like a job? What you are doing at la machinerie?
I have 2 jobs.
You have 2 jobs, okay. So part-time at la machinerie and part-time as an engineer. Okay. And you?
I work
full-time
for la machinerie.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, and what's do you think there is more members coming to la machinerie this year? After 1 year of, it's been 1 year since you opened. Do you think you will have more members this year? Is it growing?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
We hope.
Yes, we hope.
Yes.
We hope, and we start new project with robotics. So
yes,
we will have.
We just opened yesterday, and
in 1 day there is a lot of people coming to become members.
Started work.
So it's good for us. It's a good. It was a good day. So I think this year we will have more members.
Okay, and last question, maybe on your project. You just told you have plenty of projects. Maybe can you talk about 1 or 2 projects you want to highlight?
Okay. So we have some little robots, and we have some other big robots. So here. Okay. So try like this. So this is up. Here we have 2 robots built last year and this year for the French Cup of Robotics. And every year we build a new robot. And the idea is to develop here a cart for robotics, and a cart that can be easily created in any fab lab, and that you can make robot with it. So it's there is a Arduino, there is some driver for stepper motors, and we work on it since 2 years. We try to make it easily, to make some parts that can be used in more robots than just one. So we have the first version here, and the second version there, and the new the new version, we begin it one day ago, so we have just a wheel. So
so that will be a piece of the robot or a whole one?
Yeah, it's a piece of a robot. In fact, we drive the robot with a stepper driver, and the problem with this stepper, I will show you, is that when you get the wheel and the stepper, and you put it together, we have a stepper motor with the wheel. But the dimension, they're very large. So for a robot, it's not a good idea. So we try to develop something that you can bring up on the motor here and have the wheel inside the motor. So there is a lot of parts that we think about since 2 years. So we'll try to put it on the site, and maybe some people can use it to make a robot. They can use the part I show you, the electronics for another bot. Sorry?
Don't break it for us.
Oh, no. And there is also some little thing like this part you can detect some other robot with it, and I can show you a match of the robot. I can show you the robot working.
Yes. It would be great to finish your presentation with a robot walking.
So here,
walking on Skype.
The idea is to here develop some little parts that can be used for any kind of project in robotics. This is the purpose. So, hop. So it's a robot for the French Cup of Robotics, and last year we have some parts that have to be bring into the home of the robot.
Okay.
So you have to grab it and to put in her home. So we'll try. Hop. So yeah, show you the. Here you have the sensor for the other robot. So when I put my hand, they stop. They detect me, and they have normally to stop when they detect another robot in front of them. Okay. So let's start it. Right. Ah, it did detect me. Okay. Hop. So that's all. I just stop it, but you have an idea that what we do.
And when is the French Robotic Cup happening?
In April.
April. So you have a little much time to improve it.
Yes, we have normally we have 1 year, but the thematic change every year. So we will have the new thematic in 1 month. So we can work on the new thematic in 1 month, but you can improve the way the robot move, the way they detected at Besser, the motor for this example. So you can work on it, but not on the thematic.
But I thought the French robotic, like every robotic cups, was just for dedicated for schools and universities. FabLab can also be part of the competition.
Yeah, yes, you can have also have a team of people that just love robotics. For example, before I work on the FabLab, I have a team, but it was a team of people that just like building robots. No, they are really open now.
Okay. Well, it's been great, and do you want to add something, or it's all right?
Well, not for me. Voulez ajouter quelque chose? No.